What up, there, cyber friends? Mitty Man coming back at you from Walker's Music with yet another word for the day. I want to give a big shout out to the whole YouTube family, from Baby Justice all the way to Big Papa JT. Brother JT, man, I saw your last video, man, you put up there in reference to one I had spoke about the dope dealers and whatnot. You see, Doc, from where I stand and from where I come from and the things that I've seen in my lifetime, and it's a lot of jealousy among our own people. And I don't say everybody, because like I always say, when you say everybody, then that means me and you too, because last I checked, we was part of everybody. And one thing I found out, I learned this here early life, man, that regardless to what you do, somebody's not going to approve of you. And you can mean well, and you know, like I say, and you have no animosity against another. You try to treat everyone the way you want to be treated. But nevertheless, there's still going to be somebody that's going to have a problem with you. And you know what? Sometimes, like most of the time, it's a lot of jealousy, envy. Some people envy your status per se, where you've been in life, where some people get jealous. I mean, even to the fact of husband and wife can be jealous of each other's accomplishments. You know, just because one maybe got a bachelor's degree and the other one got a master's degree, the one with the master's degree maybe try to look down on the one with the bachelor's, or the one with the PhD look down on the one with the master's, and so on and so forth, which really, none of that really makes a difference. I mean, having a PhD with no common sense just make you an educated fool, point blank. And you got a lot of people going around doing a lot of big talk, man. You know, they talk a good game, but when it come down to it, will they really stand up to the plate and be counted? You know, Martin Luther King once said that, you know, when people be telling you to cool off, and he said that if you cool off too long, you'll end up in a deep freeze. And that's basically, man, where a lot of us are at today. We have been trying to be so cool so long until we done froze up. Cause we missed the Kool-Aid, and you know, Mr. Joe Cool. Matter of fact, I got a profile out on one of the online games that I play. I like Battlefield 1940, I think it was 49, but they did a mod of it called Desert Combat, and I, being a Desert Storm veteran, I liked that Desert Combat, so I got me a profile, and I call myself Joe Cool on that online game, and everybody think it's real funny, and I got it because of the fact that I like Snoopy. I always did like Snoopy on Charlie Brown's. That's why I use Joe Cool. And everywhere you see me, if I'm playing a game or something like that, because you got to have balance in life, man. These people going around trying to be so serious all the time. Don't pay that no attention. I mean, you know what? Nobody's that serious all the time. Man, Jesus had fun. I don't know why we so thick-headed. Some of us get so religious for our own britches. Jesus was a fun, outgoing person. That's evident because the sinners always wanted him around. They invited him to all the parties and everything. Now, that let you know that Jesus had to be a fun, outgoing person. But if you listen at some of the people that, when they get a little religion, then everybody is not good enough for them anymore. Oh man, I'm not gonna buy that. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not buying it, and I'm not gonna cash it. Because see, I know better. Nobody feels the same all the time. Nobody. I mean, man, I don't measure my love for God by yours. And just because I see this man over here, this guy, he preaching this, or this one preaching that, I don't base what I do against or put it beside theirs. My style has nothing to do, and I'm not jealous of their style. They do what they do, I do what I do. In other words, I'm just Mitty Man, point blank. When I play keyboard like Mitty Man. I don't try to play like Liberace. I don't try to play like none of those cats, because number one, I wasn't a performance major anyway, so any little bit of thing I play, I count it as a blessing. Because I wasn't a performance major anyway. I was a theory and composition person, which I'm still am. But I know how to play a few, chords. I can hold my own to a degree. But I still got room for plenty room. Plenty room for improvement, brother. Plenty room. But see, these cats that done got up, man, they done got so hostile and fancy. They got the big rings on the finger and everything. And I don't knock it, man. Hey, if you can buy your ring, buy it. If whatever a person can do for themselves to better themselves, man, I'm all for it. And if I can help them in any way, I've been over backward to help them get where they want to go. Because, see, you reap what you sow. See, you can't get some of those thick-headed people to believe that. You reap what you sow. In other words, if I help you, man, somebody, it may not be you, but somebody else going to help me. Because that's just God's law. He said a man shall what? Reap exactly what you sow. Now, if you go out there in the garden, man, and you plant watermelon, you don't go out there looking for plums. Watermelon is what's going to come up. But now you got some people, they say, well, why should I? Why should I? I mean, just like, okay, JT, if I send you a message, man, on YouTube or whatever, not YouTube, but I send you a message on Yahoo. And matter of fact, I'm naturally, I don't see you online. You may be in the invisible mode because sometimes you have to do that if you're going to get something done. Because you don't want to be rude to people. At least I don't. I don't want to be rude to nobody. But just for instance, if you send me a message and I'm not at the keyboard, when I come back, and even if I'm not on Yahoo, once I sign into Yahoo, that message is going to pop up unless there's some technical difficulty that the website, the server is having. If everything is running smooth, I'm going to get that message. And there is no way I can tell you a lie and say, well, man, I never got your message. Well, you may not never find that out, bro, but God knows it. God knows I'm lying. But we got people, like I said, I'm going to hurry up on this video. I sat back and I stand back and I watch. My great-grandma raised me, and she told me to watch as well as pray. Man, I watch and I notice everything. I may not say anything, but there's not too many things that I don't notice. But even a fish, if he would keep his mouth closed, he wouldn't get caught. So sometimes it's a time to be silent also. And I've been checking out YouTube. I check out YouTube, and I'm just the type, man, I don't judge nobody. Like you were saying about Brother Long, man. Brother Eddie Long, I still like Eddie Long. Now, like I say, I don't care what, people might be antagonistic with me for saying that. But like I said, many men don't have a heaven or a hell to put anybody. I'm saved by grace. I got sins that I need forgiven. So do you. So if you want to start being a judge, you go right ahead on. Is it right if he done it? No. But God will take care of it. It wasn't right when many man was out there doing his thing. And it wasn't right when you was out there doing your thing. For all have sinned and come short. Now we say, well, this was a man of God, so it don't make no difference. You a Christian. We all got the same rules that we supposed to live by. We supposed to live right. But when one of us fall down, we shouldn't step on each other. We shouldn't step. He fell by grace. If he fell by grace, he fell from grace, I should say, and he made a mistake, be careful how you judge him. Because the way your attitude is when somebody else is in trouble determine God's attitude once you get in trouble. That's what I tell people, man. But you know what? I'm not going to even fancy that. But I'm going to say this much. I can't help how you treat me. But I can't help how I treat you. I can't make nobody support my program. But I can support yours. Because the law says a man shall reap what he sowed. Do not become weary in well doing, for in due season you will reap if you don't faint. So just don't become weary in well doing. You're gonna reap in due season. So that's my take on that, man, and my posture on it. And to all the YouTube family, I say, man, we just keep praying for each other. Jesus coming soon. We looking forward to that day when Jesus split that eastern sky. However it is, whenever it is, Like I told her, I'm not going to get involved in that spiritual volleyball trying to figure out who's right and who's wrong. I'm going to say just whenever he comes, just better be ready. You better be ready. They played this movie here Sunday about Left Behind. I like the movie. Kirk Cameron, I think his name Kirk Cameron. I like the way they're acting. I like the story and everything, and I love it. It's very inspirational. But I'm mighty afraid. I'm mighty afraid that that's a deceptive move of Satan. So, like I said, man, I'm gonna say this here, and I'm gonna cut this here video off. If we all are doing the same thing, we all say we love God, and we are doing this for the glory of God, whether it be keyboard playing, preaching the word, teaching the word, or just proclaiming it in the streets, in the highways and byways. That's what Jesus told us to do anyway. If we are all doing it for the same reason and the same person, same God, why is it we got a problem with each other? I want to think about that. Why do we have such a problem when somebody else maybe say something that's a little bit more profound, or maybe says something, maybe say the same thing, but they just say it in a different way, and then now I'm going to get my mouth poked out and get all puffed up and get angry and upset and have an attitude with a person I never met before in my life? I want somebody to answer that question. This is the Middleman, man, saying peace and goodbye.